everybody, it's your girl Nisha and I'm back with another one. What's up, y'all? So I'm gonna just go ahead and get straight into it because I'm on my way out, but I was actually just thinking, why not go ahead and post a little something for y'all, because well there was this girl, Miss Ma'am. I need to find her what's name. I had a subscriber ask me a really good question and talk about a topic regarding how do you deal with bullying with grace. And the thing about it is, girl, you don't deal with it at all. You prioritize your peace. You just figure out how to play the game. That's really what it is, for real. Okay, it's reverse psychology. um Dusty's gonna be Dusty's. That's just what that's gonna be. Dusty's gonna be Dusty's. Dusty's are not only men, they go for women too. And bullying isn't necessarily only for the dancers, it's for the customers as well. A lot of times it could be the customers, predominantly the girlfriends or the wives of the men that are actually spending money. Quick little story time for y'all. quick little story time for y'all. So when this had to be, I'll say about 7 or 8 years. Yeah, I'll say about 7 or 8 years ago. And I was working in a club while I was in college. So while I'm working at this club or whatever, full disclosure, working at this club in Daytona, and I had this one regular during what's called Bike Week. And if you are in Florida and you live in anywhere in North Florida, you know about Bike Week because it's in Daytona. That's the racing capital of the world. Like it's a whole ordeal. So needless to say, I had this customer that would always come down. He lived in like Georgia. I think it was either Georgia or South Carolina, one of the northern states, and he would come down. But the thing about it was, homie had money on, okay? And so I was like, okay, cool. And he would come down and he would see me every year for, like, at this point, this was like the third year in a row. But he was notorious for being kind of a ladies' man when he would come down here. So, you're not my nigga, so I'm not gonna make no big deal about it. But, sometimes he would bring women with him and they would be, we gonna say, closet racists. Like they didn't like beautiful women, nor did they like beautiful black women, nor did they love women, period. But I'm gonna say closet racist because of the comments that they would say in this particular in this story. So needless to say, we're having a good old time. He's spending his money, and I'm talking about this man would throw like $400-$500 at a time anytime I went on stage, and I would pay to go on stage multiple times throughout the night specifically for this. So yeah, there's that. So on this particular day, it's a Saturday. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I'm on stage. And the girl that he had brought with him, I'd never seen this girl before, but she just felt the need to just be very catty, very petty, very like, oh, this hair can't be real. This can't be your hair. Mind you, she's a white girl, white lady at this. And she's like, this can't be your hair. Oh my gosh. Like, do you think that you could possibly do something? Like, you could do you think you need lotion or something? Or just being very, very petty. But I'm not paying her no mind because at the end of the day, what really matters in the whole the grand scheme of things is you gonna get the money. If she gets it, cool, but she wouldn't be making the comments that she was making if he was breaking her off the way that she needed to be broke off for her to mind the business and know her place. That's the difference between dealing with a bully and making the bully a priority. Bullies don't deserve to be priority whatsoever. They don't pay you to mind them. They're there to get you off your track. And you're not at the club and you're not working to get paid to get off your track. That's really it. Like you're not. So I go ahead and I'm like, I'm not stunting this girl. I try to play nice with her and everything. Everything's cool. But I get on stage. And this is where you, as women, this is where you learn boundaries, and this is where you learn to also stand up for yourself as well. So in this in particular instance, I'm on stage minding my business. Dude comes and he does what he does. He's throwing his money the same way we always do. We done had us a couple shots. We feeling good. We're having a good old time. sis takes it upon herself to try to take his money from him. And she's like, no, I don't want you tipping her. I don't want you tipping her. Now, the thing about it is, this not his official girl. This is just somebody that he came with. Please mind the background noise, okay, y'all? Mind the background noise. But needless to say, she goes ahead and he looks at her like, bitch, are you crazy? And then he takes out like another 500 stack like of ones, and he takes the 100 bands off, and he just throws the whole thing in the air. Like, and he looks at her like, bitch, don't you ever take money. Don't you ever try to tell me who I can and cannot tip. And don't you ever tell me that I can't tip her, because he would call me his little chocolate doll, whatever you want to call it. But that's what it was. And he's drunk. So he was like, you will never tell me that I can't tip her. Are you crazy? Living. So when she realized she couldn't get him that way, she finally decided to back off. And after she decided to back off, and this is what a lot of women do, predominantly white women. Okay, now I'm gonna say white women because when it comes to black women, I've never had this issue. But I've only had this issue with white women specifically. They will get aggressive. They get aggressive and they get very handsy when it comes to trying to display forms of dominance or power when they have no power in the situation. So what sis decided to do is, while I'm on stage, you feel me, I'm doing my little 1-2, you feel me, shake the left side, minding the business that pays me, literally minding the business that pays me. She decides that she's gonna take this opportunity to try to snatch the wig off my head. Now, mind y'all, this is the early 20 teens. So this is like 2013, 2014. Lace wigs are not as laid and as like scrumdiddlyumptious as they are now. So half wigs were the thing. But luckily my half wig wasn't going nowhere, because what do I look like playing around with somebody like that? No. But she tried to snatch it off my head nonetheless and try to embarrass me on stage. And so I was like, bitch, are you crazy? And so that didn't happen. When that didn't happen, you know, I'm still going. I'm like brushing it off because I'm on stage. Dude is still throwing money. Like, mind you, like, remember what I say. Bullies are not to be minded. They're there to simply try to get you off your track, and your job is not to get off your track because you here trying to make some coin, not mind somebody who just mad. Like, that's not what we're doing. So she goes, and once she realizes that she's not getting the reaction that she wants, she then goes ahead and starts slapping my ass. And I'm not saying slapping my booty, like, you know how sometimes people be like, oh my god, like a cute little love tap. No, I'm not talking about a love tap. Now this girl went and she starts like aggressive, completely aggressive, to the point that I literally had like a bruise on my behind from how hard she hit me, because she had gotten like a good 2-3 hits in before I kicked her in her face. Like, bitches, you crazy? So I say that to say, don't let nobody get you off your track. Don't let you know. Sometimes when it comes to dealing with bullies with grace, sometimes you don't meet them with grace. That's one instance. Now, I know I in no way, shape, or form condone violence. I'm not advocating for violence. However, I am advocating for you to protect yourself. Yes, protect yourself and defend yourself if need be, because women do like to play, especially white women. And if you're a white woman watching this and you don't like what I just had to say, I don't care. I'm so sorry. I don't care, because the ones of you that are cool, like the ones of you that are cool and y'all come in and y'all genuinely want to have fun, kudos to you. I loved y'all. But for y'all that come into the club or have came into the club and y'all come in with that insecure, nasty, just ass energy, like just heinous, just unnecessarily cruel energy, I'm talking to y'all bitches. Y'all don't need to step not 1 foot, not even 10 feet. Y'all don't need to be in the club, period. Okay, y'all need to go find y'all some business elsewhere, because somebody one day y'all gonna try the wrong one and she gonna come out for y'all and she is gonna tear y'all ass up trying to play around with y'all, because y'all know what y'all be doing. So next, now in instances where you are trying to handle a bully with grace, you simply gotta play it off, play them off. I will say play them off. And when I say play them off, I mean you have to act as if they're not even there. Honestly and truly, you gotta act like they're not even there. So for example, let's say you're sitting at a table and you have a customer. A customer is so sweet, you know, generally, let's say if it's a couple or a man by himself, you know. Let's go ahead and say girl comes over, you know she's a bully. She tries to come over playing all nice and shit with you, and next thing you know, she's taking your customer's attention away from you over to her. What do? For one, you don't move. That's number one. You sit there, you stand your ground. That's numero uno. She might be like, oh, I have a customer for you. I have a customer that really wants to talk to you. Oh my God, like, come on, girl, come on. No. Because I've had that happen to me. I've had that happen. I'm right here with a customer who has money on the table, ready to spend on me, having a good old time. Like, y'all are having a great time. Y'all got a good vibe going on. And then I had a girl come over and tell me, oh girl, come on, like, hey, I have a customer. They need 2 girls. We need one more. I need a partner. Can you come help me? She comes over, she brings me to the bar, and she says, hold on 1 second, let me go get him so we can get drinks. And she leaves me right there at the bar and proceeds to steal my customer. Those are the games women like to play. Like, those are the things you got to be mindful of. So a lot of times it might seem easy, but common sense, because in that space, it's hard to, I don't want to say common sense ain't so common, but when you don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you don't know. But when it comes to putting 2 and 2 together with people, if you see there's no customers in the space, in the club that day, if you can clearly tell that you have a customer's attention who has money and other girls are already scoping you out, and they're sitting with you, they're trying to stir up conversation, trying to become a piece of whatever it is that you got going on, you need to be on high alert and know what time it is. Don't let that happen to you. Okay? Don't let them be like, oh yeah, oh my God, this is my homegirl, we love you so much, and the next thing you know, she's trying to sit on his lap. No. Don't go for that. Don't go for it. If you need to, plain and simply, tell the tip off a, this gonna sound, y'all should be paying me for advice, okay? But pay off a security guard. Ask the customer for like $10, and then you go over to your favorite security guard, the one that you know got a little thing for you, or the one that you know is cool with you, whatever the case may be, and you say, hey, I need you to do me a favor. I have this girl who keeps trying to mess with my customers. She keeps trying to throw my customers off me, and it's really getting annoying, and she messing up my bag. So if you can keep her away from me, like if you see I'm with a customer who clearly has the money, I will tip you, and then you just escort her out of whatever table I'm at, section I'm in, whatever it may be. Because they do that. That's a thing. Like, customers will tell security guards to come kick girls out all the time. Dancers will come and tell, even though you've been sitting there forever, to having a good old time with the customer, dancers will have their favorite security guard come over and escort you out of wherever it is that you were just been that entire time. Don't let it happen to you. So that's one way to deal with a bully with grace. Don't deal with them at all. Put your money where your mouth is. If you don't mind a little investment or whatever, invest in a friend, i.e. the security guard. Invest in a friend. Tell him, hey, listen, baby girl is over here. She messing up my bag. Here's a 10. Here's a cool 10 just to start off. You feel me? I'm talking to a customer, I'm working on a couple dances, I'll split you off. I'll split you off like what? $20? What's $20 for a whole 6-hour shift? Nothing. And the next thing you know, you probably only need to tip him that one time, if that, and because by then she'll be like, oh, let me go find somewhere else to be. You don't got to be rude. You don't got to be shysty. You don't got to be, well, not shysty. You don't got to be rude. You don't got to be confrontational. You don't got to argue. None of that. None of that. You just simply be like, honey, I got money to make. I'm not going to argue with you. What do I look like arguing with you for? You don't pay my bills. You don't pay my house fee. You're not helping me make money. You're trying to take money away from me. What energy do I really need to give you? None. And that's how you handle it. You got to hold yourself to a higher regard. Honestly and truly, you got to hold yourself to a higher regard. Do you think Beyonce would sit there and fight with somebody who's trying to argue with her? No. All she do is just up her price. Now you don't even have access to me. It's the same thing in the club, honestly. Same thing. Same energy, truth be told. I know it's easier said than done. It is. It's easier said than done, especially when you're a new girl and you're trying to get to the hang of things. But honestly and truly, after you done had you a couple drinks, you chilling, you got you a nice little flow going on, you got you a nice flow going on. Everything is everything, and you got you a nice, you got a nice angle hitting for you. Yeah, no, that bullshit gotta go. No. Now, if you know that she's a girl that makes money, for real, then you could try to flip it, but that's a conversation for another time. I'm just saying, because like I said, y'all, I'm on my way out. So, I just want to come in and say hey real quick, say hey, give y'all a little 1-2, because, sis wrote that question down in my comments, and I was just like, oh my god, that's such a great topic, so here it is. So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I hope y'all like this video, and just stay tuned for the next one, because y'all already know what's coming. Okay, love y'all. Bye.